right now. It's all green screened out. Let me get these curtains down. Now, when I'm not actually focused on something, we're going to mostly see a black screen because it's trying to magnify on something, and the light only reaches so far. Now, for example, right in front of me, this desk right in front of me that you're looking at right now, it is made of wood, and I've got a wood texture here. So let me turn this down to the lowest magnifications. Thunk. Cool. Let me just reset that real quick. Like I said, not an expensive microscope. We're going to have some growing pains as we get used to it. All right, so now we are looking at my wooden table. I probably should have vetted the table just to make sure I wasn't focusing in on a big pile of, like, God only knows what. I don't even want to say. You know, like hair or something. I don't know, crumbs. But this is the wood texture of my table. That said, I don't know if you can consider this wood. This doesn't actually look like real proper wood. I think this is like IKEA wood. So let's get it. This is the lowest magnification possible. We're going to zoom in a little closer. This is like the Magic Journeys intro. Magic Journeys. It's a desk. Let's get back a little bit. The knob is really big, pun intended, and I need to get my my little wing around it here. There we go. So this is the desk. It's not very exciting. I didn't put it up on the wheel because I didn't imagine we'd get a lot of excitement out of a desk. So we do have more things. Thank you, Buttspot. Nice to see you today. So we do have, like I mentioned earlier, we do have our good old friend. That's not what I wanted to do. Yeah, sure. We have the wheel. So I've got a myriad of things that we can see tonight. Let's take a look at the wheel and see what we got. This looks messed up, but we'll fix that as soon as we get an item. Wow. All right, we're gonna start with breadcrumbs. Breadcrumbs is our option. You think it's suggesting a microscope target? You've had that desk since we were the kids. We're basically babies. Where did we get this desk from? Is this the desk I used when I first started streaming? Where's my bread? Find my bread. Okay. I'm gonna put the bread down on the table. This is the bread. Oh God, you can't even really see it. That's okay. I'm gonna zoom in a little closer. I'm gonna break off just a little crumb of the bread. That might actually be a little bit more intelligent. So this is the first one I had, huh? The very first table. Nice. It's actually coming full circle. I know it's coming back. There we go. All right. So this is bread. What am I looking at on this bread? What kind of bread is this? This was the bread that was out in the kitchen. This is just a little scrum, like a little crumb of bread. Let me try and get one that's not squished. Here we go. This bread's not squished. It's just white bread. It's the bread that was out in the kitchen. Kitty knows better than I do. Oh, that's neat. Fancy is that? Let's zoom out a bit. No, that's as far as we can zoom out. So this is getting really close in on the white bread part of it. I'll get some crust in a minute, but it looks like we're looking at some of the interior bread portions. Let's get some crust. Forgive the growing pains. We'll get used to this soon. Zoom in on that crust. Oh, look at that. Sara Lee butter bread. Is that what this is? I don't know if it's the butter bread. This might be the home style bread. You can see all the layers. I feel like we're in Body Wars. We're about to go into one of the capillaries. So this is the crust, and you can actually see like the different levels of heat that was applied to the bread. I'm talking straight out of my ass. But you can just sort of, but it's true. You can see like some parts of it have received more heat than other parts of it. And it has that sort of porous texture that actually gives it the lightness. Let's go back to like just a little white scrap here. Try not to squish it. Here we go. So that was crust, and this is the inside of the bread. Once again, let me. So again, yeah, you can definitely see like the air pockets that have developed inside, and that gives it that sort of puffy, light texture. What's your favorite kind of bread? You think that's a slice of the home? I think you're right, Kitty. You can see like right there, like that little dot right there in the middle. That's a flavor particle. I don't know. I don't know why I'm trying to center in on it like I know what I'm looking at. But if I had to guess, I guess seed? I don't know. It's definitely delicious bread particles. I gotta say, it's good bread. Once we're done with this one, I'm glad that we're getting this out of the way early, because I kind of want to eat the rest of this bread. That said, looking at it really close makes it kind of look gross. It kind of looks like a big white boogie. So this little tiny scrap of bread, not a huge fan of it. What if I just put the microphone or the thing like right up on the bread? There we go. I put it up on the actual slice of bread. I won't eat this part. Good to know there's no bugs in it. Although, what is that? Cool. That's a hair. I think I won't eat this slice. Where did that come from? How small is that? I can't even see it. If it rolls cat hair, will you microscope the actual cat or just a handful of shed? I have a handful of shed. I grabbed a bit of, I rubbed Mark down a little bit. I patted him down. Okay, I think we've gotten all the enjoyment we can out of this slice of bread. Hold on, let me put the bread away for a minute, and we will pull up the vortex of wheel. Here we go. All right. How did you guys like the bread? Was it as exciting for you as it was for me? Bread wasn't the most exciting of options. Wall fabric. Wall fabric is fun. So, oh, you're not wrong, Feelinoid. 100% not wrong. So, as mentioned previously, we have turned our closet into an office, and in order to make it not the most absolutely echoey room you've ever seen, we hung up some blankets. You frisked our cat, we petted him down. Yeah, we pat him down. So up on the wall next to me, I've got some blankets, and I'm gonna need to order microphone speech. Second. Okay, I'm gonna have to do this wall instead. This microphone, or excuse me, this microscope does not like staying connected to the computer. Good to know. Good to know. I've got some questions, some questionable concerns about this microscope. I gotta say, I was going to applaud it, but it has some issues. So this is the blanket that is behind the monitor, behind my direct monitor. It is a blanket covered in cars and taxis. So this is our child's. Was it just our son's blanket, or was it both of our children's blankets? And while it might sound weird that we're using that blanket on the wall, it's also been sitting in a closet for 20 years, or almost like 15 years. I think it's okay. This blanket's dirty. Let's get up really close to it. This was just our, I say just, this was our son's blanket then. Oh, look at that. If I can get this microscope. I'm going to say microphone forever. I love looking at interwoven fabrics, like looking at like machine spun fabrics, because you can really see, looking at how tiny this stuff is, it's incredible. Fibers are really cool. Yeah, like I'm going to put it up right against the border, which is right on the border of the blanket right here.
Micro butt.
Here we go. What's going to be really gross is if I like find a whole bunch of mites in here. It's going to be awesome. I'll just have to gas our house. I think this is just like just dust. More than anything. It's not a dirty blanket. It's very clean. I say. Not. Oh, look at that. It changed color. I'm not sure why I'm excited about that. I moved it lower down to where it was a different color. So if I move it along the border here, it changes colors in all of the different fabrics. That's really neat. And zooming out, I wonder if I can actually, if you're actually able to see like a car. No, you can't. That's okay. Let's see if this fabric right here is any different. I'm going to guess it's not. I kind of like this magnification level. You can just sort of see the mess of fabric. I gotta say, this is actually a bit of a strain for the old wings. I'm gonna put down my arms in just a second. But this is like stretching me way into the red zone. Really neat. I'm gonna change it color. Let's make it blue. That's not blue. Let's make it blue. That's not blue. Let's make it blue. God damn it. I'm really bad at this. Blue? There we go. This is a nice blue. That's really neat. Oh, I think that's enough wall fabric for me. Oh, excuse me. I need to stretch for just a second. Oh, ow, ow. I kind of had hoped that the cord would stretch to the wall next to me. It doesn't. It's a little too short, so I had to stretch to the wall behind the monitor, and it's a bit of a clip. Let me get the wheel back up again. There we go. Boop. We've done wall fabric, and we have done we did bread. Coin is fun. I have a penny down here. Hold on, let me grab my penny. Try that again. There we go. Let me grab my penny. I have a penny. I don't know what year it's from, and I was just about to strain my eyes to look, and then I thought, I'm a stupid idiot. Let me take this monitor down. Excellent. How are you working, Microscope? You still on? Perfect. All right, so this is my penny. Let's go out to full demagnification, and let's see what the This is the furthest out we can zoom. So what are we looking at here? Oh, it's his face. There we go. So this is the furthest out we can zoom for old Lincoln here. So this magnification, which is, I think the lowest we can get is about 50. So this is about 50 times magnification. You can see that this penny has gone through the ringer. It's got holes all over the place. It's been dinged up like crazy. How old is this penny, do you think? I don't remember where the date. There it is. This penny's this penny's not even 2 years old. Big Pharma confirmed. What's going on, Brad? This penny is not even 2 years old, and it already looks insane. This does kind of look like a little looks like a Dr. Mario pill, doesn't it? Stop. Microscope keeps losing grip. There we go. Let's zoom in on the pill. I want you to really remember the pill, all right? Zoom in a little more if I can. There we go. So now I think we're closer to 1500 magnification. Let me get this zoom set and then I will stop shaking it around. All right, let me see if I can find his neck. Watch your eyes. I'm lost. Like GeoGuessr with a penny. Hi, Glorp. Okay, where is he? There he is. Here's the pill. Getting closer. There we go. The problem is I gotta like get it right in place. And it's kind of hard to do because it's just off center. There we go. Let's check the back. I'm losing interest in the pill. This is one of those new pennies with that weird symbol. It has that shield symbol. Look at this on here. What do you suppose that is? Is that like just rust? I don't know. Does copper rust? Copper doesn't rust, does it? It looks rusted to me. Corrosion? Like, what do you suppose we're looking at here? Pretty. Look at that. Copper turns green. It does turn green eventually, but that's like a weird sea green part of it. There's a lot to that one. Look at that. That's really neat. Remember when I said look at that and then I moved away from it immediately? Oxidization and corrosion. I wonder what it would be like if we took like some isopropyl alcohol to it. I'm not gonna do that, but that's really neat. That's what we're looking at, by the way, in case you In case you're wondering what cool stuff we're looking at, this is the reference, this little JFM marker down here at the bottom of the penny. Also, what's happening down here in this corner? I'm not sure what that is, but I think you're right. Like, you would look at that and think that's just ugly decay, and you're right, but there's beauty in it too. And then you look a little further up and there's like a hole in it. Like, what is that? So apparently this microscope is used a lot for like coin observation. Like, you would look at this coin and think, huh, this 2002 penny kind of sucks ass. Kind of looks like you stuck it in a bottle of salt and shoved it into the ocean. What gives? I bet you other coins would be a lot cooler to look at. Like, if you were actually looking for like old coins per se, you would want to see something good. I don't know. I think that's enough from Penny though. It's fun. I'm enjoying Microscope. Do you guys like Microscope? I do, and that's the important thing. Let me get this over here. Boop. I need to hide these choices so it doesn't roll one of them again. Vaporwave. Wall fabric. I already did that. Hide choice. Wow. Goofy, you need to take the blindfold off. Wow. Paintbrush. This one might not be too exciting. I found one of Kitty's paintbrushes here. And I'm like, you know what? This might be kind of cool. This might be kind of cool to actually look at. Hi, Coyote. You have a ton of pre-1983 pennies because your grandpa saved a bunch before you were born for some reason. That seems to be a very grandpa thing to do. Like, you either have like a stamp collection or like a penny collection. I wonder if no, my grandpa didn't collect stamps. He collected vintage cars. And not vintage real cars. He collected vintage like model cars. So here's one of the paint brushes that I found here in the closet. That's max magnification. Here's like the least magnification. Looking up, oh god, it's so. This is dusty, to be fair. Let me undust it a little bit. Probably should have done that earlier. Here we go. That'll look a little better, probably. So this is the edge of the paintbrush where it connects with the bristles. And honestly, I'm a little whelmed. I mean, I don't know what I was really expecting. I don't know. I guess that's a fair question of like maybe looking close on here. I don't know. Is there going to be some paint? Like, was there some paint that maybe we saw? That's why you were throwing them out? Well, tough shit. I found them. Oh, we found some paint. Look at that. It does look like pasta. I found some paint. Oh, look at that. That's neat. You can see where the paint is, or where the bristles are sort of like melding into the black down here at the bottom. So like if we zoom, where's that green? You can see these just sort of streaks of green here in the middle. That's kind of neat. Like, let's zoom in on that. Sorry, it's going to take me a while to get used to this microscope. Sorry about the fumbling about. Enhance. Looking up real close at them. I mean, kind of just makes them a little bigger. It doesn't really make oh, that's kind of neat. Now I stand corrected. There's some like cool things to look at right here in the middle of all of these strands of uncooked pasta. There is one. Get other way, please. Hello, Mom. That way. There we go. I lost it. The important thing to know is that in the middle of a sea of chaos, you can have one strand of difference. You know what I mean? That's pretty. It looks like an art cover for like an album. It also looks like 100 spooky spider legs. What if we look right at the edge? I'm going to take just a few bristles, look right at the edge of them. 1 second. Let's get these. The microscopic world is a fascinating place. Because this, you know, is Babby's first microscope. And even with this, there's a crazy amount of detail in the things we take for granted, just in a paintbrush. I mean, most of just the black strands is not terribly interesting, but getting up here when it looks like pasta, yeah, that gets me excited. Oh, my hand is starting to cramp a little bit. I can't do a ton of paintbrush streams, it seems, or at least not in a row. How you guys doing? Paintbrushes going in the trash. Wow! I should have showed you what it was. It was sugar, by the way. So let's look at some sugar. Sugar should be interesting. I have a jar of sugar here. Let me get this ready real quick. Guys, what's your favorite sugary dessert? Do you guys like creme brulee? What are you guys' feelings on creme brulee? All right, I've got a little bit of sugar down there. I'm gonna need a dirt devil in here. The album cover, and now you're just thinking some experimental pre-pop band with the title of Force of the... Yeah, exactly. Exactly what I'm thinking, Coyote. There we go. I got some sugar down here. Spread it out a little thin. Oh, yeah. Oh, you like that? I don't know if you can hear that. Just hear some crunching. There we go. Oh, that's going to feel really nice on the microphone. Oh, there we go. Let me zoom out as far as possible. What am I looking at? Oh, wow. Looks like ice. Zoom in a little bit. You like the custard, not fond of the sugar? Fair enough. I think the sugar is good, like, you know, if you mix it up and mash it up a little bit. This is one little grain of sugar. Granule? One little speck of sugar. And there's just so much detail in the micro world. Like how you can see like little remnants of other things. Like I'm not sure what that green is there. That might be marijuana. I don't know if it is, but it might be. I don't think we've done anything green yet tonight. Granule. Thank you, Kitty. I need like just a little bit of sugar. I think I might have poured way, way, way too much considering this is a goddamn microscope. Let me get like a few granules that I can look at real close. There we go. This is about as close as we can get to anything, it seems. Is this close to like a granule of sugar? Which means we can get pretty gosh darn close on something like an ant or a moth or something, but spoilers, I don't have any critters to look at today. I did have a dead moth the other day, but honestly, it was more gross than anything else. I felt kind of gross looking at it. So, I got rid of it. I got rid of the moth. I didn't keep the moth. The moth was given a proper burial inside of my trash can. Honestly, a fitting end. A worthy punishment, your majesty. Sugar's neat. The crystalline way it forms is really fascinating to me. Fun. I like creme brulee. I like creme brulee a lot. I think it's a tasty treat. That said, I don't think I ever really order creme brulee outside of like a cruise line. I don't think I would ever pay for a creme brulee. And I know how that sounds, but I just don't think I would ever do it. I don't think there's ever a time in which I would say, look at all these options. I think I'll have a creme brulee. Unless it was like already included. And that's probably the most white bread crust thing sound I've ever said, but that's just how I feel about creme brulee. I don't know what to tell you. I got sugar in.
Wow.
Get it all out of here. Pear. All right, I've got a pear next to me. So I'm not sure how this is going to work. So I'm going to take a slice of pear. There we go. And then let me get this off the screen. And now we can look at the pear up real close. If the microscope is on, it's not. There we go. Hey, oh goodness, that's so yellow. Oh, that's fun. The microscope pierced through the pear, so now I've got a perfectly symmetrical circle of pear that we can look at. Fortunately, we can't see a gosh darn thing. Why can't we see a gosh darn thing? We see. Don't even worry about that. Ignore that. Ignore all that. Okay, so are you on? Yes, you're on. Still looking at little fragments of sugar. Excellent. Now let's look at the pear. For some reason, every time it goes up to the pear, it like breaks the microscope. Come on, I want to see the pear. Maybe I need to hold it away from the microscope, or away from the pear. We'll start with this. Why is there hair everywhere? Ugh. To be fair, this was on the... I wasn't planning to eat this pear anyways. It was on the shelf of the closet. This was just for experimentation. I wasn't actually going to eat this pear. The pears inside of the fridge are fine. Well, it's wet. Ladies and gentlemen, we did it. The pear is wet. Science is goddamn amazing. See if we can get a little closer on this. That can't possibly be the closest we can get, right? Thank you. Really up in it. Okay. This just kind of looks like taint. This is the wettest pear I've ever seen. What is that? I'm going to be worried I'm going to find like a bug. I'm going to be like, why? Why is there bugs in this? It shouldn't be bugs. Whole world is gross as shit. You're not wrong. Let me get this centered. There we go. You're not wrong, to be fair. I am looking at super microscopic stuff, so maybe I should stop freaking out so much. That said, so this is on the skin of the pear. Yeah, it's like, I knew pears were wet. I'm going to flip this around so we can get to the meat of the pear. Oh, good. Now it's all gooey and pink. I bet you if you, hold on. I bet you if you like trace this, you could make a fantasy map. Can I get my, I can't get to my picture, my photo button. Hold on. Hold on. I'm going to do this. Reach it. Go. Oh well, screw it. I'll pull it later. But you can make like an archipelago fantasy map out of this. I'm gonna be honest. The inside of the pear is not terribly interesting. Can I have this pear seed? Is there any pear seeds in here? Hold on, where's my pear? I'm just gonna wipe off the outside of this apple, or this pear, excuse me, and then eat some of it. I'm gonna try and get an apple. Do pears have seeds, right? Hold on, you want some ASMR? If you don't like ASMR eating sounds, cover your ears for about 10 seconds. I bet you that sounded really juicy. Found them. Got some. All right, I found a pear seed. Remember when I saw all those hairs in the pear and then I just ate half the pear? Cool. Mostly sounded like you were sucking your thumb. Isn't audio awesome? All right, let me get this seed over here. This sure is a stream I'm doing. Let me reset the microscope. There we go. All right. Seed is right here. Oh God, it's huge. The seed's enormous. Good news, folks. The pear is wet, and the pear seed is also wet. This looks like the crate. This looks like the surface of a planet you would land on in Kerbal Space Program. So this is a wet pear seed. If I can get it in frame. There we go. If you were ever looking for a wet pear seed for your desktop background, I got you covered. I have a hard time spatially understanding how to move this thing in relation. There we go. Right there. All right, let's zoom in. Actually, no, it's not very exciting when we zoom in. Unfortunately, nothing super exciting about the pear seed. What if we break it in half? What if we look on the inside of the pear seed? What if we just cut it in half? There we go. Oh, God, there's all... Ooh. What happened? Ew, what happened? Why is it gross? Why are pear seeds gross on the inside? Ugh, hold on. It's coming back. That's the pear seed, I guess, that I just cut in half. Wet's a fun word. I think he's asking if wet is as bad a word as panties is, because he knows that you don't like the word panties, because I said the word panties a lot in that stream when we did panties. Damn it! Where'd the seed go? That serves me right. What I get. That's what I get for talking shit. That's interesting there. Okay, so you can see there on the top, right next to my beak there, that is the seed that was cut. I say cut with massive air quotes because it was basically just mashed apart with a butter knife. So saying that it was cut is because yeah, it obviously wasn't cut. That's brute force right there. And on the inside of the seed is whatever this mess is. I cannot determine what is inside of a pear seed. All I can determine is that it is a indistinguishable white mush in there. It kind of looks like if you burned a salmon, or if you actually cooked a really nice salmon and served it on a log. That's what a pear seed looks like on the inside. I think we spent enough time on pears. My white paper is looking pretty worse for wear right now. Oh God, I might have to use just my desk instead. I think I will. Okay, let's get the wheel. Pear skin, hide choice. What's been your favorite thing so far? Cinnamon! Oh, I've been looking forward to seeing some cinnamon. I've got a cinnamon stick. So cinnamon is actually, it's like bark from a tree. From the cinnamon. There was something very funny about the way the chat just like said time for the butt ruiner and just did it Star Wars credit style. I just broke the cinnamon. There we go. Cinnamon's the everything ruiner, although I haven't had cinnamon in a long time. Get this off the screen. Excellent. Are you still on? You're not. This thing dies like immediately. Let me see. All right, I'll be oh wow, this room smells like cinnamon. I'm going to be 100% specific here. I'm having McCormick, the taste you trust, stick cinnamon, hand selected for sweet flavor and aroma. See? Sweet flavor and aroma. Anyways, so I mean, cinnamon or whatever it's called is what we got. I'm gonna break this. Oh, we already have some broken ones. This room smells great now. All right, I cannot in good honesty recommend this microscope, but I'm glad I have it. I don't recommend anyone else buy it, but I recommend everyone else buy kinds of microscopes. So this is cinnamon, huh? Like I said, cinnamon is bark from a cinnamon tree. I mean, I guess I don't really know what I was expecting. Oh, that's pretty. Like if you look really close up on cinnamon, you can see like those little white crystals. And that's part of me is wondering if maybe they've added sugar. Probably not. No, they wouldn't have added sugar. This is just part of the cinnamon. That's just a white cinnamon crystal. I'm looking at like the bottom of the screen there. Like right above the little rat in the audience. That looks like some form of sugar to me. But this is just straight up cinnamon. It was just a I don't think they added anything. I think this is just a... What is that? Why is there a gross white thing there? I don't even want to know what that is. Most of what you find in the stores is cinnamon sugar. Fair. It is cinnamon sugar, but what I have is like, it's a stick. It's not... hold on. I have ground cinnamon. I will fix it. We will see. We are winning, Pyrie. Here, I will put the... I'm going to put the camera... on the, you know, I'll be right back. I'm gonna get some ground cinnamon. Turned. Sticks are supposed to be pure cinnamon too, but shouldn't they have to disclose cinnamon? You would think so. Looking at this stick of cinnamon, I'm not seeing... Where's my ingredients? There are no ingredients. There are no... unless it's not on this, you know, this McCormick package. There's no ingredients on this package. But I do have... Oh god, this is Badia cinnamon powder. Again, I'm not seeing any ingredients on this. Hold on. Let me move the cinnamon sticks out of the way. Just pour this right onto the table. Why not? What even fucking matters anymore? Just pour. You won't even be able to see this. My table is brown. Let me spread this cinnamon around a little bit. There we go. I have to clean this whole table anyways. Where's my fucking music? There we go. All right. Let's see the difference between... This is going to be some cinnamon powder. I got this from the spice rack. So this is already ground cinnamon. And it's almost... Here you go. So this is already ground cinnamon. And looking at this, I'm seeing some of those same white crystals there. It might not be sugar. This is a wild speculation of somebody who just bought a $20 microscope off of Amazon. And I'm just assuming the little white specks that I'm finding in a nanogram of cinnamon is sugar. I'm not noticing a drastic difference from the actual cinnamon stick. Although, what the hell is that? Yeah, like, what is going on here? Like, right in the middle of the cinnamon powder, you have, like, this dark blue crystal. Probably one of those imperfections. Corporations are allowed just so many imperfections, and they're just like, you know what? We don't even know what that is, but you're allowed to eat it legally, so enjoy. Like, looking at it, Microscope is it. That's okay. I'm having fun with it. Looking at it, you can even see those big blue crystals there, and I don't even know what they're trying to be. This kind of looks like weed. Looks like ground weed. I guess that's just what ground anything looks like when you get that close to it. That's fun. Get all this cinnamon off of here. All right, let's get next item. I think we've seen about enough cinnamon for one lifetime. By the way, this might not go the entirety of the full 2 hours, just in case. It's gonna go until I get bored of doing it, or you know, normal time, or until we run out of stuff. Where is my wheel? Hide choice. Ooh, wow. I've been looking forward to this one. It's probably going to be disappointing. I picked some Spanish moss today. Where's my cup? Where's my cup? Cup is where? Mom. I'm going to ask my mom where my cup is. Where cup? There you are. Why did I put you all the way over there? Okay. Anyway, sorry about that. So yeah, we have got a lot of Spanish moss down here in Florida. I'm not going to do the normal thing I do and just presume that nobody else just has a ton of Spanish moss all over the place. But we have a ton of Spanish moss. We're known for Spanish moss. And if you don't know what Spanish moss looks like, it looks like this. It looks like this. It's a hanging vine that doesn't. It's not considered parasitic because it doesn't actually like take from the plant. It just sort of sits there and absorbs a lot of the sunlight that the plant's supposed to get. So while not entirely destructive, it doesn't do a lot of wonders for the plants it's sitting on top of, unfortunately. But that's not why we're here today. I want to actually look up close at one of these things. So I'm just going to invite all of the bugs that's harbored on this plant. I just want them all over my desk, please. Thanks. That's even matters, right? It's right here. Oh my goodness. But this is Spanish moss. How close can we get to you? Right here on the intersection. There we go. You would never know. Get up close. Spanish moss looks like a gray, drab plant. And up close, I wouldn't say it looks amazingly better. That explains how it's able to absorb water and oxygen and everything from the atmosphere, all these little porous holes. Every single one of these little stalks, or one of these little not leaves, these little tendrils, that's the word. They are actual individual plants. I wonder though, I have a knife. What happens if we cut one right along its long edge here? I'm going to be doing some torture porn to the plants. 1 second. Sorry if you love Spanish moss. Here we go. Right here. Is where the moss was cut. Damn it. Is where the moss was cut. Interesting. The interesting thing about Spanish moss is that nothing eats it. It is a completely nutrition deficient plant. And while it's called moss, it's not moss. It's a I forget the type of plant, but it just hangs out. That's all it does. Interesting. This is one of those things you could put on like a BuzzFeed article. It's like, look at this really up close and tell me what you think this is. And you tell me that this is Spanish moss, and I'll call you a liar. Unless, of course, you've already seen Spanish moss up close. Which now we've done together. That's something we can share. That's enough Spanish moss. Let me just wipe that off the microscope real fast. Excellent. It's almost break time. I think we got enough time for one more thing. Before break, anyways. Hope it doesn't pick toothpaste. We already did pear skin. Hide you. We already did that. We already did breadcrumbs. So there aren't as many left on the list as it looks like.
Wow.
Cat hairs. Okay. All right. So I put hair and cat hair. So Kitty, this was Kitty's suggestion. Kitty wanted to see, when I asked Kitty what she would like to see from the Microscope stream, that's really neat. What she would like to see from the Microscope stream was she would like to see a hair up close. That was her suggestion, which was most likely just her way of saying, I don't know, hair, shut up. but it was what she suggested, and that's what we're gonna do. So I'm gonna get one of my hairs first. Hold on. Gotta did I get one? Yes, I got one. Okay, cool. I don't want to immediately lose it. Here we go. All right. So this... I can find it. Did I lose it already? Damn it. It's so small. My hair is so small and gross. I'm going to zoom out a little bit and I can find it. There we go. There's the hair. There's the offending hair. Oh good, I pulled out the follicle. Hair is never going back. I'm not sure what any of this says about my hair status, but I do, like, wash my hair every day. I don't know. Probably absolutely nothing in the microscopic sense. You can find the hair at this level. If we can't find it too soon, we'll get the we got some cat hairs to look at too. There it is. So elusive. Come on. Come on. There you go. Hair's gross. It makes me want to go wash my hair again. I don't even know what that is. To be fair, what am I doing? I'm stupid. I've just been rolling this hair around on my desk for a minute. I'm talking about how gross my hair is, and it's from the desk. I'm an idiot. Let's look at some cat hair. I mean, work and sweat too, but yeah, a lot of it is probably from the desk. So this, on the other hand, is from Mark. Look at that hair. Hair's like corded. Although I wonder if I did pet him, and the hair came out all in like one mass. So it's like, here you go. Here's the game The Void from Pandemic. You have to collect all the color to bring back the void. It's also a bunch of spiders by Roar. My new art piece, if I can get it focused. There we go. So this is Mark's hair. Mark has always had extremely soft hair. He's always taken very, very good care of his pelts. He also does not have jet black hair. Like you can see right there in the middle, you can see that he has, in fact, not even just in the middle, throughout his hair, he's got some, you can see some white hairs throughout, or some much lighter hairs. Zooming in real close. We can. There we go. Believe me, Mark gets plenty of pets. Between all of us, Kitty's mom, yeah, everyone loves petting Mark. It looks weird from this angle. This is a whole bunch of hair, obviously, but it's a little weird from this angle, seeing all them spiders. Can we see a feather? I don't have any feathers. Kitty, do we have any feathers? I don't know if I have any feathers. It's time for break. I gotta go pee. I'll see if I can find a feather. If I have one, we will take a look. Let me move some of this stuff real fast. After the break, we will. You can't see mine. You can't see mine. Those are mine. Those are my wings. You cannot see mine. I'll find a different feather. I'll be right back. It's time for break. I gotta go pee. I'm back. I'm back. Hold on. Headphones. So we couldn't find a feather. My music. Music just stopped. Is there a reason for the music to stop? There you go. I think it's just between songs. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, we couldn't find a feather. But we did find the next best thing, which was a shark's tooth. So my daughter let me borrow her shark's tooth. Good news. It too is also wet because I just washed it. She said that she hadn't washed it since she went to the beach, and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go clean it. I don't need to see like some gross beach detritus. Although honestly, that might have been interesting. Is this all the way zoomed out, or this is it? No, this is zoomed out. Okay, so here's the shark's tooth. So like shiny and clean. Simple as the way that she's, etc. Sharks lose teeth all the time. It's like losing fingernails to them. Consider drying it. I need to hear guff. There. It's less wet now. So this is the edge of a shark's tooth, huh? Really makes you feel stupid when you're being eaten by one. That dull edge. I get really close to it. There we go. Like as close to the tooth as possible. I think it's hard to control. There you go. Now you can sort of see the layers of like how the tooth was made inside the shark. That's interesting. We see the edge of the sharpest knife you have. Like it, I had a thing in the Discord for suggestions. The sharpest knife I have is a butter knife right now. I want to get up again. I'm lazy. I'm not sure what I'm looking at here. Interesting. The shark's tooth is cool. What I want to see next, hold on. Do you want to see the sharpest knife I have? Do I have any other sharper knives in here? No, I don't have any other sharper knives. I have a drink, so I'm going to take a drink real quick. There's something I want to do before I forget, so I can give this back to Kitty. You don't have any like kitchen knives. Yeah, but they're in the kitchen. In the kitchen. I don't want to get up and go across the house. It's forever away. Forever away, Pyrie. So this is Kitty's wedding ring. No, this is your engagement ring, Kitty. So now we can finally see if your diamond is real. Looks real to me. I'm a jeweler. Let me zoom out. Oh my goodness, Kitty's not gonna get up. She doesn't have to get up. Oh, is that my finger? You can see my gross, dirty finger. Cool. Now look at that. That's pretty. Obviously, it shows signs of wear. It's been, you know, almost 20 years, but you can still see the facets of it. That's really pretty. Now if we get up really close. I mean, it's once you get to the microscopic level, every single ding, every single time that you tap on a table, it's going to cause some wear. Do you have any real silver with silver marks? Do I have any real silver? I don't think so. This is the diamond. I wanted to see your actual band itself, Kitty. So this is the actual gold band that adorably fits like like a tiny little hula hoop around my massa thumb. There we go. Where even is it? There we go. You can see my gross sweaty thumb. Like, oh, here we go. So this is your wedding band up really close, Kitty. Not wedding band, your engagement band and ring. You have your band. It's going to be very similar, Kitty. That's okay. I'll show you my band in a second. Your engagement band is probably going to look worse than your wedding band because you've had the engagement band longer. Yeah, to love something is to be changed. Now, I wanted to compare because I wanted to show you my ring. Hold on, let me get it off my big fat finger. There we go. Damn it. There we go. All right, so this is my wedding band. Let me zoom it out all the way. Do you have any Florida swamp water? I tried to collect some water from like the bathtub because like we have some like a little tiny puddle that just sits, but it didn't really work out, and I couldn't find any sitting water outside, so I couldn't find any cool water. We might do another microscope stream in the future, and we'll have another list. But this is mostly just a test stream for the microscope. I don't have any like actual like Florida swamp water just outside though. No, I live in a community. So this is my ring. And how close can we get on this one? You get really close. This thing looks like a war zone. Like this thing is crazy how dinged up this thing is. It's insane. This is like Chun-Li just thigh kicked my car kind of levels of ding. I've had this band. I've been wearing this band pretty much on and off. I'm not on and off. Like 99% of the time, other than, you know, like taking it off when I have to wash my hands and stuff. Like, unless there's a good reason, this thing is on my hand, and there really is never really a good reason not to have it on. I feel weird without it on. Gold blended with some alloy. It's 24. Hold on the other side down here at the bottom. I'll show you. It is doop 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 doop. It's 14 karat fug. 14 fug. Fug. Yeah, looking at it from like a ways away, it doesn't look too bad, but the closer you get, yeah, just the more it looks like the moon. Like when you look at the moon from a while away, like from a distance away, it kind of looks, yeah, it looks like it could use a good sweep, a good mop of the moon. But then you get really up close and it looks like things have been mean to the moon. Do I have any dead live bugs on hand? No. Not that I can see anyways. Let me go bring Kitty her ring back 1 sec. I know I feel weird without it, so. I'll see if I can find any bugs. Do. Make a list for next time. Yeah, I mean, I had a list. MDuck put some things on it. There we go. So while I was out there, Kitty gave me her wedding band. She says that it's made of a different alloy than mine, so she wants to see if that's any different. Oh God, it's so small it fit your tiny little fingers, Kitty. It's so small it like doesn't even fit properly. There we go. Look at this. It does look like it has a different composition when you get up close. It's mostly similar. You get up close and it definitely has the same, it definitely has a similar level of scratches, like a similar level of dings, because it's been a similar number of years. Similar love, like, you know, level of love. You've had your rings on as long as I have. You, on the other hand, are a delicate summer flower who probably doesn't ding their rings on the table when you're bored, like a like someone who desperately needs a fidget spinner. Pretty. We'll do another microscope stream at some point and we'll make another list. But yeah, I couldn't find any bugs. What is this? Oh, that's a shark's tooth. All right, what do I have left on the list? You want to see inside? What she said? Come on, Microscope. One of the options it said that it wanted me to take a look at was an LCD screen. So I wonder if it wants me to like look at my iPad. Where's the thing? There it is. Yours is a 14 karat too, so I'm pretty sure it's the same thing. I can't tell. You can read it sideways. That's what that is. All right, that was fun. Let's pull something else out of the old hat here. We'll hide cat hairs. Got a few things on here. We bought them at the same time from Sears. We didn't have to share that.
Wow.
Ring. Good news. We already saw that. Hide that. We already saw breadcrumbs too. There really aren't as many things on the list as as you would think. Pepper.
Wow.
Pepper is a new one. I do have some pepper here. I mean, not that it matters where we bought our rings from, but it just sounds really bad when we say, we got it at Sears. Yesterday you said you'd call Sears. I'll call today. You'll call now. I'll call now. All right, let's get some pepper. It's hard to tell the pepper from my desk. This is zoomed out as far as we can. Okay, so you can see down at the bottom, we see your monitor up close. Sure, in a minute. You can see that like right over to the right of where I'm speaking. That is that little patch of area there. That's my wood desk. You would think I wouldn't be stupid and I wouldn't try and put black and brown specks on my wood desk, but here we are. Seasoned wood. Jokes. Zoom in really close up at this pepper flake. Oh, there's white flakes on this pepper too. There's sugar everywhere. This is one of those black peppers that has like a bunch of white resiny powdery shit in it, and I don't have an explanation for it. And looking up real close at it doesn't help. I've got an idea. I've got a white counter right next to me. I've got to clean it anyway. I'm gonna put it on the white counter. Every time I piss it off, it loses connection, which is all the time. There you go. Now you can see the pepper. All right, I'm a little far away from the monitor now. The wetness is condensation from my mason jar. This wetness is accounted for. There's been a lot of wetness on the stream tonight that I haven't had a good explanation for. This is proper good wetness. Look at that one. My goodness. Look at that fat boy. This is what you eat when you're eating black pepper. Dust. And pink fabric. It might be an anti-caking agent. I guess you wouldn't notice it in like salt, because salt is white. I don't even know if you can hear me over the music or if it's any different. My sound is a complete mystery to me right now. Honestly, it kind of looks a little like ganj up at this size. Okay, that's just gross. It's melding in with the water. I don't want to see that. Just wipe all that shit away. Enough of that. All right, let's hide choice on pepper. I love pepper too. Wouldn't you like to be a pepper? I can steal that joke from Brad. Let's get all this pepper off my desk.
Wow.
Oh, we finally got ganj. You guys want to see some marijuana? There we go. Let me get this all nice and clean. There we go. I have a nice one good nug left. Short circuit. I know, but he said it the other day, so I feel well, I was kind of stealing it. But you know, such is life. All right, so here, zoom out as far as we can. Not a particularly big nug. Get in there. There we go. We got to get in close. It freaks out. Like, there's something bonkers with this microscope that it keeps freaking out every time we get super close to it and it's not expecting it. Fortunately, I have a reset button. But again, not really sure I recommend. Look at this. In case you're wondering what it is that THC is, these trichomes, I can't tell you what's what, obviously. I can tell you that there's a lot going on in this plant that I can't even begin to explain. Let me look at it from a different angle here. Just gonna make a smooth, a pure mood soundtrack of just slowly scanning through weed trichomes while this music is playing. I think Pyrie wanted me to look at my monitor. I will in a minute. That's a stick. I'm really worried that I'm gonna like pull out and see like a bug one point, but I'm like, no, that's just a stick. So when you pick up a nug, and it gets all sticky and resiny all over your hand. You know how it is. Those little globules right there. I'm pretty sure that's the sticky part. And you can tell that this is like actual, you know, sticky icky. That's stick bugged. That's a dumb meme. Stick bug is a meme I love because it's so stupid. Let's zoom out. Let's see what exactly we're looking at. Just one tiny part of one relatively small nug. Weed's a beautiful plant, man. Nothing bad to say about looking close. Some very pretty ganja. What I ought to do is actually just move the product instead of the microscope. That would make a lot more sense. Why am I so stupid? Need to stop moving the giant instrument and just calibrate that first and then move the thing. What these tests are for. Although now it kind of looks like it's at slow frame rate when I do that. That's pretty. Sometimes it does make more sense to actually just move the microscope. Look at that. This looks like a painting. We can go deeper. That's so neat. I like how that one ball there, like right next to my beak, is red. Like, why? All these other little trichome balls are all like pure white. Why is that one red? Is that the one that's going to kill me? I'm going to smoke this later. Is this one weed ball going to kill me? This one, I'm just going to eat it. I can't reach it. There's so much beauty in the world. Sometimes I find it impossible to take it all in. Willow won the Battle Royale for some reason. I want you to step up your game.
Wow.
Loquat leaf. So I have to sneeze. Sorry about that. So we have a loquat plant outside of our house, and if you don't know what a loquat is, I think it's a Japanese plum. They're tiny little fruits. They're tiny little fruits that have huge seeds. Is that from Westworld? Which one? That's what these tests are for? Where'd that... I keep losing the leaf. Where are you? There you are. Loquats are relatively terrible fruits that taste really good, kinda, but they're a lot of work and you don't really get enough effort to make it worth the while. Alright, here we go. So I plucked one of these plants, one of these leaves off of the plant outside. Hopefully it's not just covered in bugs. This is a leaf. It's just a leaf. One solitary leaf from a plant that's been growing for as long as we've owned this house. I don't think high quats are a thing. I want to see some bugs. I want to see bugs on my own terms. If I saw a bug like on this leaf, I wouldn't be all that concerned. It's so small that I wouldn't really be bugged. I can't reach the laughter button. You have to pretend. Now that's neat. Look at that right there. This little, like, you can see the sort of leaf structure of the go right through the plant there. If we saw like a tiny little leaf on this, or excuse me, a tiny little bug on this plant here, I guess it wouldn't be that big of a deal. I just kind of don't want it in my office. You know what I mean? I don't want to think about bug eggs. Why are you bringing up bug eggs? I don't want to think about bug eggs. So that's the top side of the leaf. Let's take a look at the bottom side. Whoa! Whoa, whoa, whoa! What is this? What is this? Got all these little, like, hairs on the bottom. I feel like we're in the Figaro Castle, and we're in the world of ruin, and we're fighting the tentacle. No, this is more mossy than the Spanish moss was. The Spanish moss was like weird. This is just the bottom of a loquat leaf. Is it supposed to be like that? Take a look at this, like, up close. I can't even see. Wow. That's really neat. I never imagined that it was like that up really close on a loquat leaf. I'm not really sure what I was expecting, but I can assure you that that was not it. Parasite eggs? I don't think so, Kitty. I think it's just part of the loquat. I could ask ChatGPT about it, but it's probably gonna lie to me. No, I'm assuming all of this little white garbage down here is part of the plant. It's part of its defense system, maybe. Part of its some way of collecting more sunlight. I don't know. I am not a plant guy. Biologist. Probably biologist would be the best for that. Alright, that was more interesting than I thought it would be. I knew that leaf would be a little interesting, but didn't think of that interesting. Okay, I've got see-through padlock, toilet paper, salt, toothpaste, sleep pants, and flour are my options left. Probably the equivalent of the cardiovascular. Yeah, I think you're right, Philanoid. Something along those lines. Toothpaste.
Wow.
Toothpaste can't be interesting, right? Fucking GPT told me toothpaste would be interesting. I forgot to get toothpaste. Bathroom's right over here. All right. Toothpaste. Plants got to move nutrients around too. Yeah, but they've got those veins. Plants got the dick veins on the bottom. I thought that's what they were for, not like the flagellum down there. All right, I'm putting some toothpaste onto this butter knife instead of directly onto the table. I'm learning. All right. Get an actual an actual proper plan of how to do this at some point, but today is not that point. All right, let's reset that and let's take a look at toothpaste. It looks like goop. I showed you jizz. There you go. Here is some. Zoom all the way out. Oh, we could double up on showing you my my sharpest knife, Pyrie. Here you go. Here's the serrated edge of the sharpest knife in my room. You want to see some sharp shit? Look at that. Look at that. I think it's like cutting through like the cinnamon. Yeah, there's like cinnamon on it. No, I cut like through Spanish moss. Oh, this thing's been through the ringer. Oh, this thing will straight up kill you. Look at those serrated edges right there. All right, so here's the glop of toothpaste. What's all over it? I'm pretty sure it's cinnamon. I've cut cinnamon and Spanish moss. I cut some Spanish moss with it. So for some reason, the stupid generative text thought that toothpaste would be interesting to look at. I'm having my doubts as I speak, but I'm zooming in on it regardless. Here we are. This is what I'm going to rub all over my teeth. Thin it out. Good idea. That wasn't working. Make it a mess. It's not. I don't know what that is. That's not on the toothpaste. What are these dots? Can't be the toothpaste, is it? They look like air. Oh, they might be air bubbles. Yeah, I put the toothpaste on the knife, on the butter knife. I gotta say, toothpaste might rank down there as least interesting thing I've ever seen in my life. It's transparent. So even if there was anything worth seeing, it's invisible. Oh god, I'm gonna have to clean this microscope. Fine, everything's fine. Fuck it, we'll do it live. Hide this. What do we got next? I'm polishing everything. My entire desk is polished at this point. Making the entire mess. Wow. Toilet paper. Toilet paper was kind of a last minute addition, but when I saw how some of the fabric like on the wall was done, and I saw this big fluffy toilet paper that's in our bathroom, I'm like, you know what? That might be interesting. So I grabbed some toilet paper. On the plus side, I could use this toilet paper to clean off the toothpaste. So maybe we'll see some toothpaste on the toilet paper now. All right. Do this. Reset the microscope. Zoom in on toilet paper. Yeah, that's exactly what I expected when I thought of toilet paper up close. Interesting. So this is the furthest out we can get on toilet paper. I kind of expected it to have more of a quilted look, but that would probably be way more expensive, wouldn't it? This is probably like... quilted sheets that they sort of like attach together with a computer, I'm guessing. Or not a computer, a machine. Okay. Toilet paper is getting a little less interesting. Let me unfold it a little bit and zoom in. Deep as we can go. There we go. That's a little more closer what I was looking for. Like I was looking for something a little more interesting. So when you're wiping your boot, you know, your boot with a capital Y, this or something of its equivalent is what you're wiping all over that starfish. So when the next time you're at the store and you think, you know, all I need is a single ply, shut up. Just shut up. Just buy the better toilet paper. Doesn't matter. Life is short. Buy the toilet paper that's better for your butthole. And don't cheap out either. Don't get like, that's not the kind to get, obviously pay for roof and stuff first. But if you have an option, if you have a financial option and it's just, well, I'd rather spend that money on, you know, whores, just get the toilet paper. Just get the toilet paper. It's a quality of life thing. I am very underwhelmed by this toilet paper. It kind of looks like that that rice paper you can eat, like when you go to a Chinese restaurant and you get like that the rice paper. It's that I don't care for, but it's used a lot. That's what that feels like to me. I was folding your toilet paper too good for King Roar. Did you miss the dick? I'm assuming that's what you meant with that word salad there. I can't do that. I can't do a dick. Thought now. It's very good toilet paper.
Wow.
I don't have an Altoid. What do I have other than an Altoid that I could show you? Nothing. I don't have anything. Looking around. Oh, I know what I can show you. Pyrie wanted to see the monitor. Let's take a look at my monitor. Hi, Sprawl. I'm gonna take a look. Oh God, I think this is just gonna break it. Here we go. So here's a pointer. Actually, never mind. Let me just get right up to it. I'm gonna be honest, Kitty. I looked at a Tic Tac. It was like one of the first things I tested. It was very boring. Your own chat message really close. Here you go, Pyrie. Never mind. It broke the microscope. It's reloading. There you go. Fake Pyrie, show me my. This is how I'm gonna read all chat from now on. Own chat message. Can you turn off the lights in the microscope? You can actually. There you go. How's that? Oh God, that's way better. Holy shit. Wow, I wish you would have told me that 2 hours ago, Pyrie. Huh. Cool. That's good to know. I mean, I'm going to be real. Have we seen any cells? It's not that good of a microscope. To be real, you're supposed to have some actual light, because if you can't, this is the desk. This is my desk. You can't see anything. Now, here's my desk with actual light. Man, okay, huh. I don't even want to know what that is. It's probably toothpaste. That's what it is. Let's take a look at this, like over here. I've got the penny. If I turn off the light, we were looking at toothpaste a second ago, but I can see why you would think that it's jizz. It's not. It's toothpaste. Not jizz, I promise. But let's do a light comparison here. This is good intelligence. This is good to know, because we might end up doing another. Oh God, I've been at full brightness the entire night. 100% brightness. That's what these tests are for. We could see that that coloration on the penny was beautiful up close. Let's see if we can get up closer, but without the massive saturation from the lights, maybe. Like looking up really close at a penny, like just some of this oxidization. Some pretty stuff. Now let's take a look. Turning the brightness. Alright, that's good to know for the future. We'll need to adjust the brightness. Although that said, full color made this pop. Neat. You guys want to do one more roll? What do we have left on the list? What else do we have left to look at? Altoid's done.
Wow.
Salt is on the list. You didn't see the wheel. I promise it was salt. I'm gonna have to pour at least a little of this over my shoulder. There we go. You want to see some salt? It's probably going to look very similar to sugar, I'm going to be honest. Honestly? Not really. Do I have any cool salts? Pyre, are you not seeing the same screen I'm seeing? Is this not cool? This looks sick. It looks like I'm in the most posh play place, and I'm in the ball pit. Can we get closer? No. The hell was that noise? It does kind of look like ice cubes. That's really neat. And that's the thing. If you spend your whole life thinking, well, I've already seen salt, or I've already seen sugar, excuse me. I don't need to see ice cream, or... Never mind. I wasn't going anywhere with that quote. Alright, let me get the salt off the table. Ah, the salt's getting in the toothpaste! Ugh! The worst idea. Ugh. What's left on this goddamn list? Breadcrumbs, I've seen. Sleep pants. You guys want to see my sleep pants? I'm not sure why I put that on the list, but these are the pants I'm wearing. You can see my leg through them. That's fun. You can see... It's like my legs are in jail. You can see my my pasty ass white skin through the fabric of my sleep pants. My very thin, these are relatively thin sleep pants. You're pasty white. No shit. Is this your first time? I used to be on camera. You didn't remember? No, these are my sleep pants. This whole stream is out of character-ish. Ish. I have some salt on my pants. Is this salt? Okay. That was exciting. What else is on the list? I don't need to run the stupid wheel. I've only got a few things left. I did grab a flower. No, I can't do anything with myself because it gets green screened out. It's a weird tech thing. Sorry. Let's take a look at this flower up real close. Oh, look at that color. That's neat. Zoom out and see what we're looking at. This looks like it would be like cells, but it's not. This is like the outside of a flower. Take a look at the inside. This thing is so delicate, it's ripping apart, unfortunately. On the other side of the flower, it looks very similar. I'm not sure why I'm got the wheel on my screen, or why I'm peeking around it like an idiot. Not really a ton to say about the flower. It's pretty. I love the color. Kind of looks like a fantasy chameleon. And I like that you can see like the individual little dots there. Oh, we can go deeper. There we go. On the plus side, at least we can say that this flower is not wet. That's exciting. Let's put the flower away. Okay, so we've done flower, we've done Spanish moss, we've done loquat leaf, we've done toothpaste, we've done cat hair, we've done coin, we have done sugar, we have done pepper, we have done salt, we have done sleep pants, we've done the wall fabric. We have not done... I wanted to show you this. Back when I wanted to do lock picking, I bought a lock pick off of Amazon that teaches you how to lock pick, and I want to see if we can see it up close. I've kind of forgotten how to lock pick, but I wonder if we can see like the little mechanics. Let me zoom out a little bit. Turn the light down. So here's like the little. There we go. You can see these are the little pins that fire when you're doing a lockpick. This is not quite as impressive as I thought it would be. Although, what is that? How about $1? You want to see $1? Lockpicking lawyer helped me realize that it's like actually possible, but then I actually got into it and I'm like, I could do this, but it's going to take a lot of practice. And I ended up using a lot of the actual levering devices to smoke weed with. And that was before I actually, learned what I was doing. You want to see $1? I can show you $1. I gotta go get it. But I'll show you $1. All right. I think this is going to be our last thing. It's already 10:15. And I do need to get up tomorrow. So I got $1 here. Focus right in on old Washington's face. Right on them eyes. There we go. Perfect. Does this feel like an introduction to one of to a show about aliens? It's like, We know they're out there. Ooh. We know they're watching. Ooh. I don't know how these start. We like eagle. Look how cool that eagle is. Is it a $1 bill? Get really up in that. There we go. Oh my god. Oh, it's a little gross at this. When you get this close, it gets a little gross. Kitty really likes those shows. I have not knuckled down and actually watched any of them. I know they're gross, but my microscope is not good enough to pick up like actual bacteria. Let's see how close we can actually get on this eagle's eyes. Probably not any better than this. When did this dollar come out? This is a series. Zoom out here. This is a series 2009 bill. We're going to do this like it's a antique roadshow. What we have today is a United States 2009 series $1 bill. You can see. Oh, that's unfortunate. It's got a bit of a scuff there. Oh, dear. See there. Oh, the crest is a bit scuffed there, isn't it? You get a big old F. What's the estimated value? I'd say... Oh, his eyes are really bad at this angle. $1. Like, you get up close, and this is just the semblance of art. Like, you sort of have to read between the lines to see that these are actually eyes. Like, if you were shown this... Hold on. Real question. Real honest to God question. And let me get out of this so we're not mistaken. If you were shown this... Okay, that looks like eyes. But... let's assume we hadn't been looking at this for a while. Would you know that these are eyes? Can we max zoom on the pyramid? I thought we did, didn't we? We can do it again. MDCC 1776. I'm not sure why that took me so long. I mean, what else would they be Roman numeraling? So this is the pyramid right here. This is as enhanced as we can get. I take that back. Nope. Oh, we can even get more gross on this eyeball. Okay, here then how about this, Sprawl? If I took a picture of this and showed you that, you tell me you would think that that's an eyeball. That would be an Illuminati eyeball. I'm not seeing anything special on this whole on this pyramid, unfortunately. Nothing super exciting here. I like how the person who drew this pyramid just kind of half-assed all these lines. I know that it's printed, but I'm saying the person who drew it originally. Yes, I know that not all of them are hand done. I'm saying the person who did the mold just sort of half-assed all these lines. Novus Ordo Seclorum. Carved into a wood block. All right, that's fair. I love the spectrograph they did on the side here. Draw designs with your spectrogram. Get it for free with Zoo Books. That's a penis. Somebody drew a penis on the $1 bill. All right. With that, I think it's time to call it an evening. We've seen a bunch of exciting things. We microscoped a bunch of stuff. If you have any ideas for future microscope thoughts, things to look at really small, let me know. We'll be doing more Tears of the Kingdom on Tuesday. Until then, though, you have a fantastic... We did find the hidden dick! Where's my confetti button? Does it even work on this screen? Yay! We did find a dick. All right, have a good night, guys.
Thanks for your time. Have a good day.